Good morning, everyone. Hope you're doing well. It's Saturday, July 5th, just about 7 a.m. I'm out the Ware Creek Road west of Millarville, Alberta. I'm out in Kananaskis again, going to hike Allsmoke Mountain today. A little gray and cloudy out there, a little bit of rain, but it looks like it's going to clear out according to the weather. We'll see. But yeah, we'll get my stuff geared up and get going here. Brought the car today, just out on a day hike. First one here. You can see it's pretty cloudy all the way around, but that way it's looking clear, so hopefully it clears up. Start out by hiking back across this meadow. Allsmoke Mountain, it's just over 14 kilometers round trip and 750 meters elevation gain. I think it's pretty gradual, so shouldn't be too bad. Hopefully we can stay dry. We'll see. It's a nice drive out. Left Calgary around 5:30. Had a nice sunrise. And then a few sprinkles of rain along the way, but other than that, a pretty quiet drive. Saw a small herd of elk. And a whole bunch of cows. Last time I was down here about a month ago, there was no cows yet, but we brought a whole whack down to graze down here, but not seeing any up here. As you can see by this gate sign, keep gate closed, cattle in area. Anyways, just gotta sneak through here and head back along that way. Yeah, there's definitely cows in here. It smells like a farm. I'm seeing piles of poop and tracks everywhere. Yeah, we're going back there. I don't think you can see the peak, but it's back there somewhere. See the cows back there now. Yeah, no, it's not warm by no means. Like 6-7 degrees. Only supposed to be a high of 18. Not the greatest for July, but good for hiking, I guess. Would prefer clear skies. Take what you can get. Right in the middle of the trail. Guess we'll see what they do. Usually they're pretty skittish and will run off. So hopefully they split to the sides and don't come in front of me. I don't want to have to follow them. Yeah, they're moving. They want nothing to do with me. Oh, maybe that big guy does. Lots of babies. Hi, cows. Where are you going? Hey? Yeah, lots of farmers bring their cows out to graze out here. Lots for them to eat and roam around. Be interesting trying to gather them all up in the late summer to bring them home, but that's what they do. Yeah, somewhat of a trail anyway. Easy to follow so far. See you, cows. See you later this afternoon. But you also got to be careful. The cows can create a lot of different trails. And you think you're following your trail and you're on a... Oh, there he is. Why? Mo? Mo? I guess I don't want to talk. But yeah, the cows can definitely make their own trails and throw you off. Anyway, you off through here. Host ran up there. Pretty sounding bird. Can't see him. Up there in the trees somewhere. Yeah, pretty rough trail from the cows tearing it all up. But better than no trail, I guess. The reviews on this trail I was reading this morning, a lot of people didn't like it. They found it confusing, hard to follow. That was the biggest complaint. Muddy, which it is a bit, but I guess they're looking for your trails out in Banff and whatnot, where you just follow the trail mindlessly and don't have to worry about anything. But I like this kind of thing. I read a few reviews like that, and then one that said, I don't know what everyone's complaining about. It's not a bad trail at all. So that's what I'm going with. I guess I'll be the judge at the end of the day, but I can see why people wouldn't like this if you're wearing your brand new sneakers. You're not coming out clean. But you know me, got my boots on. They're already wet and muddy, but dry inside. Pants are getting a little wet on the bottom from the rain that collected on the grass, but as long as it doesn't rain anymore, it should dry out quickly. Just at 2 kilometers in, went pretty quick. Pretty flat trail up to here. Yeah, at 2 kilometers, we come to this little creek crossing. Pretty easy. Slippery. Oh, not too bad. And now turn up to the right. And I believe we're going to start getting some elevation gain. Just took my jacket off. It's not all that warm, but it's humid. All the moisture in the air. So, feels good with the jacket off. Yeah, so we followed that little creek along for about a half a kilometer. And then we take a left and start heading up this trail. 4-way intersection back there. And then now we're really gonna start gaining some elevation. A few spider webs. Seeing the most amount of mosquitoes I've seen so far this year, but still not too bad. Haven't gotten bitten yet. I just stop for a picture. They're on you. Not far from that last spot, you come to a bit of an opening and make a left again. And then it looks like we're really going up. Get some blood pumping, I guess. Alright, follow this for a while. Yeah, trail's not bad, actually. That first little spot's the steepest little bit, and then it kind of not too bad the rest of the way so far. I'm just about halfway. Of
according to the map. I seem to have lost some mosquitoes too. That's nice. Tiny bit of a breeze. Maybe that's keeping them away, or they just like the mud down there where the cows got it all trampled. Cute moth. That's awesome. My pants almost started drying out, but getting a little bushy again. They'll dry quick as long as I don't get any rain. Nice. I'm at about 4.5 kilometers. The cut line running off to the left. Trail stays just to the right. You can see the cut line straight heading that way. Trail goes down there to the right. Yeah, trail's a little deceiving. I thought it was going to be as steep as the first bit the rest of the way, but it's been pretty good. I mean, it's going up, but not bad. Some interesting fungus. I think it's fungus anyway. Never seen it that color. Stands out. Hey! See some big grassy hill here. Bears like to hang out on, so make some noise. First real view of the day. Nice. Not too bad. I don't know if that's Allsmoke's up there. I'll check it out. I think we're going that way. I know the trail goes that way, but it could bend around. The big bad boys back there. Definitely not clearing out, but I don't see any rain either, so I'll take that. Got a little confusing back there at that meadow. I ended up a little bit off course, but nothing serious. Can follow any kind of trail up this way. But yeah, and there's no real trail across here. I kind of came that way, but the main trail comes from down that way. But either way, now I'm up in here, back in the trees for a minute anyways. See another opening, so it doesn't look like it'll last long. Oh, the wildflowers, wow. Back in that grass. Unreal. Yeah, not much of a trail here, but something to follow. See, I don't think it much matters as long as you're going up. Another big field. Hang on. Pink ones are nice. Purple. Very nice. Yeah, I worked my way up along there. Ooh, sun might come up. Yeah, just coming up here. Looks like trail kind of working away along over there. And that's the summit, I believe. Looks pretty treed in, but whatever. I didn't read my book about it last night. I was out in the van, I was too lazy to go get it. But I guess it'll make it a surprise when we get up there, if there's a view or not. I mean, already getting a pretty nice view from here, so no complaints. My pants are soaked again. They were almost dry until I got back in this grassy stuff. Oh well. Yeah, motor up here. Yeah, so we were just over there. Just like I said, hiked all the way along the side hill. I kind of stayed just below the trees. Nice spot. I mean, all trails keeps you a little lower, but I liked it just up in the trees. It's quite the downhill from here. Tuck and roll. Yeah, gorgeous views. I'm gonna try to stay high on this ridge so I don't hit the side hill. I'm not a big fan of the side hilling. Never have been. Yeah, looks like we're going over that way. I thought I could see a horseshoe track way back there. Wasn't very prominent though. Yeah, we just worked our way over here. Looks like we're going in the trees for the last little bit. Not far now. I don't know if we're gonna get much of a view, but that's alright. The view just back there was really nice, so no loss. It'd be nice to see north and east, but we will see. Well, maybe see a bit of opening. Oh, yeah, the last little bit was a bit of an incline, not too bad. Somewhat of a trail to follow, so made it easier. Only spot there's really no trail is along the grass there on the side hill, and yeah, right on. We get some views to the north. See the prairies out to the east. Looks nice out there. Hopefully it's coming our way. I don't see Calgary. It's probably in behind these trees, or maybe in the clouds back there. I'll keep an eye out for it. Right on. Ooh, there's that big gorge. Where do we see that from? Over there on Barwell. I think that's Barwell there. Right in front of us. Quite sure, and then the gorge is just below it. Love to get back there and take a look at the gorge. Kind of a backpack adventure though. See a nice trail down there. Beautiful. Yeah, looks sunny up to the north and east. So, unfortunately, usually the clouds come from the west, but not always. Let's see if we can see to the west over here. There we go. Summit cairn. Surveyor mark. Looks like we'll drop down and get a better view. Gorgeous views. You got your bandit and outlaw. Hardly any snow left. You can't even see the band on it. Usually it's covered in snow. Bandit, outlaw, Cornwall, Glasgow. They call them the Big Four. Very visible from Calgary. Easy to pick out. And coming around this way. Got Forget-Me-Not Ridge. Jumping Pound Ridge is a green one in front. That's where I was gonna hike back in here. Where's my finger? Back there somewhere. I guess it ended up being pretty nice after all, but oh well, enjoying this. You got Prairie Mountain, Moose Mountain with the fire lookout on top, a little bump on the top. Yeah. And like I say, Barwell's just over here. McLean Creek area. That gorge continues all the way down around the corner here. And look at that. I remember reading about that in the book. It's a hidden waterfall. Hard to see from a lot of places. Really, from up here is probably your best view. Oops. She's flowing good. And then the gorge continues up that way, and it looks like all the way along there. Neato. Awesome. That was nice. Oh. It's not even 10 o'clock yet. I guess it's right around 10. A little early for lunch, but I've been craving this sandwich since I made it. I stopped and got a roast chicken last night at the grocery store and had that for supper, and made a roast chicken sandwich for lunch, so at least eat half it now. We'll hang out here for a bit and see if things clear off, get some nicer shots with the sun on the mountains. Just enjoying that little waterfall down there. I can slightly hear it off in the distance. Birds singing. What a beautiful spot. Really peaceful. Well, I ate the whole thing. It was delicious. I knew it was gonna be. But yeah, better than I'd hoped. Yeah, and I had my lunch, set up a time lapse. I walked down along there to that point, get a different view, but my camera was busy doing the time lapse. So and I came back and came down to this point, and I saw Calgary. So I'll take you down and zoom in on Calgary. Imagine the boot scooting going on over there today. The Calgary Stampede just started yesterday, so nothing but cowboys and cowgirls partying, rodeos and stuff. I think it's raining down south, and that's what they said it was going to, so. Yeah, gorgeous. Sun's not quite coming out, so I don't know. Probably soon head back. We'll see. Just down off the top of the summit, heading down. Only two ways down off this mountain I know of, the way I came up. And you could go across the ridge over there, up and down, and end up on Volcano Ridge, which I did about a month ago. I think I mentioned that earlier. And then I'd have to drop down there, and it would take me to the end of the George Creek Road, which is quite a ways away from my car. And I don't think I could hitchhike back like I did in my last hike up Gerald Ridge. So I'm gonna go back the same way. I just came out to that first meadow, and I found some flagging over here. Trail up in the trees above the grass, so maybe I don't have to side hill. Might gain a little more elevation, but I'll check it out. Looks like it's freshly cut. Probably better for the horses than the side hilling, right? Yeah, I'll go this route. It's funny. I always find it easier to find the trail on the way down than on the way up. I don't know why. Maybe because you're looking down. Or hard to say, but usually the way it goes. Yeah, this is right on. See where it takes me. Well, so far it's been much nicer. I mean, you don't get the views, so maybe do it like I did, one way, and then come back this way or something. Because it's definitely a lot easier. It's well flagged, clear cut. I'm still a bit away from my trail, but I think it's going to lead back. And maybe it'll take me down a completely different way, which I'd be okay with. So yeah, when you get to that little, there's a rocky ridge kind of right there. Once you get there and you see this here side hilling, you can go around that way or head right back that way. And up and around that hill. You don't really gain any elevation or anything, it's nice. And yeah, I came from that way, but I'm just gonna sneak across here, see if it helps me out even more. There is some more side hilling down there. Found another flag just a few seconds away. So, check it out. Keep my pants dry, they're almost dry again, so I'm sure it'll lead back to the trail eventually. And back on the trail I took up. All trails kind of runs down along there. I came through here, saw this here cairn, and I just kept going straight, but I just came from up there, and like right around there I turned and went in there following that game trail. Yeah, at least we've seen some wildlife. Something different too. I think I hear another one back in the woods there calling him where he's headed. I don't see it. I think I just got bit by a mosquito too. Haven't seen them since the bottom. Just back here before you get to those grassy sections, I see the same kind of flagging, so maybe this is where the horse trail starts up along the ridge instead of going out on the side of the ridge. I saw it on the way up, but I didn't think nothing of it. I thought actually that it might be loggers up here. They mark them edge of their logging with the big flags like that. But yeah, so good to know. Yeah, I'm down off the main ridge onto the lower trail. And I mean, that's the worst spot. It's a little steep, that's all. I mean, it's not even that bad. Gotta get your blood pumping the first half kilometer up that hill. And then it's pretty gradual. And yeah, like I say, if you're on your way up around 5 kilometer mark, keep an eye out for that flagging on your right hand side. I think you should be able to follow it all the way through. It was well flagged where I was on it. And back down to Ware Creek. Sun's starting to poke out. There's rose bushes. No way. Don't see any fishies. Oh yeah. Everything's going good. Seems like the mosquitoes cleared out of down here so far. I'm not getting any. You see, I did get bit up the top. And it's kind of weird. I got bit on both arms in the exact same spot. So anyways, put some afterbite on and good to go. Don't like using the bug spray if I don't have to, unless they're really thick. Otherwise I just do the afterbite. Works well. Little breeze picked up. Cows are still here. See if I can ride one back to the car. Just joking, of course. This guy's got the mean look. What are you doing? They're starting to go this way. No, go the other way. Hey up! Hey oh! Yep. Get along. Hey up! Let's go, get along. Yep. Move it. I guess it wouldn't be that hard to round up, I just did it. Strength in numbers, they figure. All huddled together. Get going now, hey-oh. Cuties, look at you look like a heifer. Hey, what's your hair do? Nice. Yeah. Don't you worry about a tough guy. Stay there. Yeah, look at you, hey? Pretty. You're all pretty. Okay, bye-bye. Maybe hit the river, you smell a bit. Well, I'm back at the car. I don't know, I really enjoyed the hike. You know, got to the top, no problem. A little bit of route finding, but pretty minimal. It was about just over 14 kilometers and 750 meters elevation gain. Just after noon, so it probably took me about 5 hours to complete, but I was taking my time on the way back, no rush. Didn't see any people, I'm the only car here still. But that's typical for me, right? And yeah, not much for wildlife, unfortunately. I usually like to end my videos with a little some sort of wildlife, but I don't think I got much. I got a little ant, or maybe the time lapse I did at the top. I guess we'll see. Yeah, I guess thank you for watching. I probably won't be back next week. My parents are coming to visit for a couple of weeks, so it'll probably be 3 weeks till you see me again. But I will be back. Thanks everyone, take care.